Well, good morning. Today is Tuesday, November. No, it's Wednesday. It's Wednesday because Dancing with the Stars was last night. Oh, I got something to say on that. We'll talk about that. But today is Wednesday, November 15th, first day of hunting season. Jim's up on a ladder. He can't go hunting, so he's going to climb up a ladder. We have to change the batteries in our Ring doorbells. Anyway, but we have birthdays today. Today is Diane McDaniels. Today's Diane's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Diane. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. It's also Michelle over at the Average J. Today is Michelle's birthday. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear Michelle. Happy birthday to you. Cha-cha-cha. Well, I hope you both have a great birthday. I'm just curious, is in your state, when is rifle hunting season start? Ours is November 15th to the 30th. So like I said, Jim can't hunt this year. He couldn't hunt last year because he had the abdominal surgery. This year because of his heart. I feel bad for the man because he's been hunting since the 80s at least. I think he started in the 70s, but I know for sure in the 80s he was hunting, and he went every year without fail. So sorry for him. So sorry for me because I kind of enjoyed being alone for the week. I would not want to be alone forever, but for a week, have my own time to myself is perfect, is what I want. It's definitely what I need. But he might go up the day after Thanksgiving and stay like 4 or 5 days. So, but anyway, if you could say some prayers for Becky and Craig Fisher. They're contemplating a big move, and so they need some prayers to make the right decision on where they're going to move and what their plans are. So if you could pray for Becky and Craig, I would really, really, truly appreciate it. What else? I was going to tell you something else that I forgot to tell you yesterday. Oh, the symphony of dogs is already starting. They're starting to bark. I don't know what it was. Anyway, it'll come to me, I guess. Jim and I got out here early. I still have the same clothes on that I wore yesterday because we came out here to rake I raked the leaves. Jim blew them into a pile. And then Jim annoyed me because I had my piles all set, ready to put into the barrels. And then Jim brought the blower over and blew all the leaves all over the place. And so I had to rake them back into a pile. He was helping. Anyway, so we got all the leaves in the back and the front all raked. But we still got it. You saw I'll show you. I have a tree where my birds are that's still a lot of leaves. They're very last tree to give up its leaves. So I have to wait on that. But the backyard trees I have a tree in my backyard and the guy behind me has 3 or 4. And the trees they got just a couple leaves on them, still on the trees. So it's not going to be too bad. I don't have any plans today. I did get on the scale this morning just to give myself a bracing for what's coming tomorrow. It's going to be ugly. It's going to be a lot. It really is. So, anyway, I have to get my frame of mind back. I just really do. I'm trying. I really am trying. But I'm not trying very hard because I don't know. This time of year kind of gets me feeling low. I don't know why. Probably because I can't be outside. I love being outside. That's my favorite place to be, is outside. And I don't like moving to another state because all my family is here, first of all. And second of all, because I do like the changing seasons. As much as I complain about them, I do like the changing seasons. What I don't like is the time change. I want to just get used to one time change. Because in my mind, it's already been, 4 or 5 days? I'm still thinking, is it 10 o'clock or 11 o'clock? One of those kind of things. It's just, anyway. So I went to bed late last night. I went to bed at 3:30. I just couldn't fall asleep. So I got up, I went to bed at 2, tossed and turned for about 20 minutes, and I thought, no, I'll just get up. So I got up and watched 2 Frasers, which was about an hour. And then I went back to bed and fell right to sleep. And I woke up at 9 o'clock. And then our AT&T wouldn't work. And Jim tried rebooting it, and it wouldn't work. So then I got up and I had to reboot the receiver. I rebooted the receiver 3 times, and it didn't work. So then I unplugged the modem and rebooted the modem twice. So then finally I thought, I got to call AT&T. So I called them. I was on hold for about 15 minutes. Got a really nice man. His name was Joseph. It wasn't Joseph. Anyway, and so he worked with me, and we were on the phone at a good 45 minutes, but he got all my services restored. And so I got my internet back, and I got the TV working and all that. So then Jim comes in. It was about 11:30 at that point, and he says, well, what are we going to do for the day today? I said, well, besides go for our walk, because we did say we're going to go for a walk every day until the weather gets too cold, we are going to rake the leaves. I said, you're not going to rake the leaves. You can blow the leaves, but I'm going to rake the leaves. And so he said, okay, fine. So that's what we've been spending the last hour doing, was all the leaves. So we got that all done. Okay, now my rant. You know, I'm all done with the Big Brother rants, so I can't rant about the Big Brother anymore. But I can rant about Dancing with the Stars. I was so upset last night that you would have thought my life depended on how these judges judge these people. Like I would have had money on a particular dancer, because I just think that they score so wrong. And they clearly have their favorites. Okay, I'm going to predict right now. I'm going to tell you who's going to win Dancing with the Stars. There's still there's 6 couples now, because one got booted out last night. So there's 6 couples left. And I predict that Val and Zoki or whatever her name is, they're going to be the winners. And I base my theory on the fact that Derek said to Val, you do really well with your things. You're doing really, really good. I see you standing in the winner's circle at the end of this. Okay, I think so. And he gave him a 10, which is the highest score you can get, I guess. Obviously, not that I guess, it is the highest score you can get. Anyway, when Allison, she was in what was she in? She's been in a lot of shows, but I think the app board, can't think of the name of the movie. American Pie. She was in American Pie. You know, in band camp, everybody remembers that. You know, in band camp, we used to do this, and in band camp, we used to do that. Anyway, she did a flawless dance. It was like perfect. It was perfect. You couldn't have done that one thing wrong. She had so much emotion in it. She had so much, mood in it. Everybody told her it was one of her best dances, how well she did. Carrie said, Nanabe said, you moved me to tears. I really, truly knew your story. I completely knew your story. I knew exactly what you were talking about. Billy Porter loved her. She said, I've been watching you for weeks. I've seen all the improvements you made. They were flawless. Not one mistake. Okay, don't you think with that kind of a review, she should have got all 10s? No, she got all 8s, because she's not a favorite. The very next dancer, Carrie, said, well, you need to be more expressive, and you need to get your lines a little bit better. But other than that, it was perfection. Gave her a 10. She didn't have not one negative thing to say about Allison. In fact, told Allison that she moved her to tears and she completely understood her story. And then the very next one, she said, well, I didn't really understand where you were coming from, and gave her a 10. I told Jim, because when Jim watches, I don't watch America's Got Talent. Jim watches America's Got Talent. When Jim watches America's Got Talent, he does not watch anything that any of the judges have to say. He says whatever they have to say is meaningless, because it doesn't really matter. It's pointless, because they don't offer criticism. They have their favorites, blah blah blah, all of that. So I turned to Jim and I said, this is exactly like why I don't watch America's Got Talent, because even though you don't watch the judges, I just don't like the fact that they have their favorites and that's who's going to win. Because even though they say that the public votes and blah, 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 all of that, because once again, Harry won. He was the first one saved. He's by far the worst dancer. But I'll have to tell you, the nicest young man. I mean, he just bubbles with niceness. He really does. He's just so sweet and so kind. And he seems like a very loving person, very considerate, very caring, and he always looks so sad when he's saved. And even when he says goodbye to the contestants that are going home, he always has that look like, I'm so sorry, but it really should have been me. He really does. He's such a nice guy, but he's not a dancer. he is not a dancer, and he does not need to be there. And I think that the better dancers are going home now. Not that the one that went home was a better dancer. Well, he was a better dancer than him, but it was just my rant. I know. It's just so unfair. Judge them on how they're doing. Judge them on how they're improving. I mean, if you start off like Zoki and Val have been good since the beginning, and if they win the mirror ball, they really do deserve it because they really have been good. But I think the fix is in. So I'll let you know at the end if I was right or wrong. And I don't like being wrong. But then you got to think too. Barry Williams is the oldest, and he's 68, and Zoki's 17. Okay. Who's going to be able to do the moves a little bit more? Who's going to be able to maneuver some fancy steps? The 17-year-old, for sure. But I'm still going to watch it because Jim likes watching it, and I like watching it with Jim. But if it was up to me, if it wasn't something that we watched together, if it was something I only watched by myself, last night would have been the last night I would have ever watched the show. I would have never watched the show again because it's just not fair. Not fair. So, anyway. Bertie is going to go to the meeting tomorrow. Well, as of Sunday when we played cards, she was going to go to the meeting tomorrow. We won't have a meeting next week because it's on Thanksgiving. All the more reason I have to go tomorrow. I'm predicting, I know, I'm preparing you guys because I've prepared myself. I'm preparing like a 4 or 5 pound gain, which is ridiculous. How long it's going to take me to get that off and how quick it went on. 2 weeks. I missed 2 weigh-ins. No, I missed 1 weigh-in. Or did I miss 2 weigh-ins? No, I've only missed 1 weigh-in, so it's been 2 weeks. 5 pounds in 2 weeks. I don't know it for a fact, but judging by my scale, it's going to be at least 5 pounds. I just feel awful. Not just, I don't mean like awful because I'm off track. I don't mean it like that. My body just aches, and, my balance is starting to go off again, and I'm just, I don't know. Anyway, last week, when Big Brother was on, when they were talking about the reindeer games, Danny texted me at 7:37 in the morning. 7:37. And so then, to ask me something about reindeer games. And so I texted him back. I knew that at 9:59, I didn't need to be woke up at 7:57 to ask my opinion. And so then Christy just jumped all over him because it was a group text. And so then this morning he texted me at 9:58 to ask about the Christmas party that's going to be at Jimmy's house and whether or not we have to bring something, past addition, how we're going to do the presents and all that. And then Christy texted back right away, "Are you sure Mom's awake?" I'm awake at that time. So anyway, so I said, yes, you have to bring a dish and you have to bring your own drinks that you're going to drink. And then we all just chip in. Me, my brother, Michael, Mary, and Denise, we buy the lunch meat, or, like we buy a ham or something. And then everybody just brings a dish to go with it. And somebody will bring the bread, and somebody will bring the condiments, and, all that good stuff. So that it's not, it doesn't cost Jimmy anything other than what he would have brought to another party, other than he's got to clean before. Everybody stays afterwards to help clean up afterwards, but, to get the party all set and ready and all that good stuff. So that's it. I went and got my free turkey the other day. I went and bought Denise her 2 turkeys because she bought 2 turkeys yesterday. Put in her freezer. She's feeling a little bit better today. She said she was able to get out of bed a little bit easier. She moved her patch to a different area of her back. Like she's got a pain patch to put in at night. So before, instead of putting it over the area, I think she said she put it in the middle of her back, and she said that really helped a lot. And she's moving a little bit better today. And then she's got physical therapy on Friday morning. She's going to go to that no matter what, she said. She's just kind of disappointed because with her house being built, she likes going over there every day to go see how the house looks. And she hasn't been able to do that. So Gary's been going and taking pictures, which is good because she paid extra to get a certain kind of cabinet in her laundry room, and they put the wrong cabinet in. So she had to call the lady to tell her they got the wrong cabinet. And then the other day they put the stain up on her. She's got some planter boxes outside of her house, and they put the stain didn't take because it was 2 different kinds of woods, so she had to have that changed. But they got their steps in now, so maybe when she's feeling a little bit better, I'll be able to get in and see the inside of the house. She said in the inside of the house they have the crown molding ready to go because she's paying extra to have crown molding put up. It's going to be a beautiful home when she's done. I will show it to you. But she's been taking pictures as she's been going along. So this is the second house that Denise has been in the process of building. The first house, her, my mother, and Mary built a house. But then, you know, like it's a three-way take on how you decide on everything, and so you had to do a little bit more compromising. Really, when it's just Denise and Gary, I think 9 times out of 10, Denise wins. Because she does, I'll give her, she has an eye. She does have an eye. I don't have an eye. I just, for decorating. I just don't have an eye for decorating. But, anyway. So, well, I guess that's going to do it for today. I am going to start doing a full day of eating probably sometime soon. I know that keeps me on track, but then in the same sense, it makes me feel mad that I have to do it to stay on track. And then it's like a circle of life, I guess. Yeah, that's a good title for this video, The Circle of Life. It is the circle of my life. You know, it's like I'm still in the autumn of my life. I told you my theory. First 25 is the spring. From 26 or 25 to 50 is the summer. From 50 to 75 is the autumn. And 75 on is the winter. And I want to get deep into winter. Deep into winter. So I have to start doing better if I want that to happen. Circle of life. Anyway, let me show you a couple clips. I was waiting for the mail to come. She was annoying me because this is what I don't understand. I'll show you the clip from the mail lady. But she had to pull into the driveway next door to give them some boxes that were too big to fit in the mailbox. And so she put them on their porch. And then she backed out of the driveway and put the mail in the mailbox. And I don't understand why she wouldn't have rang the doorbell, because they're home, they work from home. Why she wouldn't have rang the doorbell and have them come and get the mail. And she saw me standing at the end of my driveway, and I think she took a little bit longer. I could be wrong, but it took a little bit longer to start her truck up. And then I only got crap mail anyhow. So I got my gas bill, and then I got some crap mail. And then I got more crap mail. And then I got my local paper called The Voice. So, anyway, that's going to do it. Like, comment, subscribe, and share, and let me show you a little bit of Jim working outside. You see the ladder. Let me get my mail. And my flag. My flag just drives me crazy. The first flag, I know, I told you this. I told you I was going to end it, but you know what? No, I thought of something else. The flag, with a tiny little breeze, it gets all tangled up. And so Jim put these little eyelets in it. There's a special name for them. Gimlets, something with a G. I forget what they're called. Anyway, it worked for a while, but it doesn't work anymore. So, anyway, I got to fix my flag on a daily basis because I like to have my flag out. I'm very patriotic. And here comes my neighbor. So, talk to you guys later. Bye. Okay, well, I was editing my video. I apologize for the whooshing of the wind, but I didn't realize it was a little breezy, but I didn't think it was that breezy. But over my eye, on this eye right here, I had some big old hair from my eyebrows hanging on thing, and I kept wanting to reach into the camera and pull it. I'm thinking, how many days has it been there and nobody's let me know? And how many days has it been there and I haven't noticed? So the first thing I did when I started editing my video was go and fix my eyebrow. So now you can go back and look in case you didn't see it, but I don't know how you couldn't have seen that. It's just like if somebody has like a thing on the end of their nose and you try not to look, you look everywhere else but that. When I was editing my video, the only thing I looked at was right there, that big old hair that I wanted to reach in the camera and pull off. I was just so annoyed. Okay, let's continue on with the video now. Now that I've done another rant, 2 rants in one video, what do you know? Oh, that man of mine. You can't keep a good man down, I guess. But he's determined our ring batteries need to be changed. And I said David would come over and do it, but he said, I'm a man, hear me roar, I can do this.
Yeah, you want to move that bench?
Oh, now I got to move the bench. I got to do everything out here. And I'll change the other one. Our front doorbell one is a electric one. It's, you know, plugged in for the electricity so that we don't ever have to worry about changing that one. And we have one in the back by the back door. But since we get so much more motion in the front, these batteries go dead quicker. So, anyway, just waiting for my mail person so she can bring me some crap mail and some bills. But it is a beautiful day. Look at that beautiful sky. Jim and I do plan on going for a little walk around the block today. So, look how nice it is. A little cloudy, but it's working. It'll be working for us. And I'm just waiting for the mailman to get my crap mail. Oh, he cleaned his gutter out. Look, not as good as I cleaned my gutter. But there's his gutter. No matter what I do, that's what my flag ends up doing, no matter the slightest little breeze. But let me put my mail down. Drop my mail. Boop. There we go. So this is what I have to do. Take out my old flagpole and then work it around. And you see we put the eyelets in here so that maybe it wouldn't go, but it still does. So anyway, flag is back and running, up and running the right way. There's my bird feeders, no birds yet, too early in the morning. And leaves are starting to fall again.